who confirmed that he witnessed the crowd of goons who descended on him being dropped off along Koinange Street by a police Land Cruiser escorted by several bodabodas carrying multiple armed pillion passengers. The attackers, who were all armed with blunt objects, were not part of the protesters, who were peaceful and did not interfere or engage with any person not taking part in the demonstration. The brazen attacks by these police supervised goons were well orchestrated, and the intention was to steal valuables from members of the public, loot shops, and grievously harm peaceful protesters. This is an anarchy, an act of impunity that goons can be deployed as a tool for repression against people expressing their democratic and constitutional rights. The police, instead of upholding law and order, watched on and even participated in the thuggery. We have seen images of police officers looting and making away with laptops from shops broken in by the goons. Sadly, those whom the people of Kenya have entrusted to protect their lives and property are at the heart of undermining the safety and security of Kenyans. Against the backdrop of recent acts of disproportionate violence perpetrated by the police over the recent months, the complicity and acquiescence of the police amid runway crimes against peaceful protesters and onlookers alike discloses a worrying trend of our National Police Service being reduced to a conduit of violent crimes. Should this trend be allowed to continue, the relationship between the public and the police faces the risk of damage beyond repair. That cannot become our reality as a nation. The general chaos that characterized the demonstration resulted into about 17 being reported casualties around the country. In Nairobi, an armed officer was filmed shooting at an unarmed hawker at point-blank range, leaving him for dead despite his non-involvement in the protests. The victim was rushed to Kenyatta National Hospital and is reportedly in a critical condition. We pray for his full recovery and look forward to positive updates from the hospital. I've had the privilege of meeting his father, Mr. John Kariuki, this afternoon, and he confirmed that he had seen his son on ICU tubes, but he's still concerned with the treatment and information being given at Kenyatta National Hospital. He's concerned about the hostility that he received, irrespective of wanting to know the status of his son and how the treatment was going. And his plea to the president of this country is not even selfishly for his own son. He cries out, raising concern that this is just his son who was shot, but what about the many other sons who will continue to be shot and maimed? And he seeks for justice, that this individual police officer be arrested and indicted and prosecuted before a court of law, and secondly, that the brutality by